Hello. Today it's raining, that very fine rain that leaves big beautiful droplets of water on every blade of grass and at the tip of every leaf. It makes the garden and our world look beautiful. I don't know if you've ever looked at a raindrop at the tip of a leaf. If you look really closely, not only is it beautiful, but you can see inside, reflected, the whole world. Well, the area surrounding you. And sometimes if we feel overwhelmed, we wish that the world was really that size, that we could climb inside something as beautiful and as small as that, because that raindrop makes even the ugliness surrounding us look beautiful. Jesus told a story about someone who was overwhelmed. In fact, he was a dishonest man. I've got my Bible down here. It's often titled The Parable of the Dishonest Manager. A man came to realize that the manager that he had employed was dealing unfaithfully and unjustly with his customers. And so he came to him and said, "I'm going to let you go." And the dishonest manager felt completely overwhelmed. How was he going to cope? Well, he decided to go back to all of those people that he had dealt dishonestly with and cancel their debt. He decided to rectify the things that he had done wrong. He couldn't make everything right, and his master still let him go, but he did rectify small things. And Jesus said about this parable, "Whoever is faithful in a very little is faithful also in much. And whoever is dishonest in a very little is dishonest also in much." Sometimes when we're overwhelmed, we wish that the world was that size of a raindrop, where everything looks beautiful inside, and we think perhaps we could cope with a world that size and nobody notices the difference that we are trying to make. In fact, that's not true. What that parable tells us is that God notices. God sees what we're doing, even if we think it makes no difference at all. And he judges us as faithful. Maybe it's raining for you today, perhaps not literally, perhaps metaphorically, but sometimes the rain makes the world more beautiful. And God is still God. And whether you feel overwhelmed by what's around you and want to climb into a beautiful raindrop, or whether the world's all right with you at the moment, God sees you and he knows you, and he knows the efforts that you make to put things right, to live rightly, to follow his path. Be encouraged. Keep safe.